That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for your favorite show of all time. It's time for the Not So Newlywed Game Show. We're so glad that you're here watching with us tonight. We hope it's action-packed fun and funny for you. Our wonderful panel of guests are ready to go, and I'm excited to bring the show to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. I am your host for tonight, Chip Chipperson. It is so good to be back with you, and it is good to have a not so packed auditorium. That's okay, but we're glad you're out there watching on the live stream in TV land. All right, let me introduce our guests to you this evening. We have some lovely couples. We're going to start right here with Josh and Peyton. Is it Josh or Joshua? Which one you like?
It's Josh.
All right, Josh and Peyton. It's so good to have you. Now, Peyton, we'll let the ladies go first. What do you do for a living?
I work in retail, I babysit, and I do photography.
All right. You don't actually sell the children that you babysit, do you?
No.
That's good, because that would be illegal. All right. And Josh, what do you do for a living?
I'm currently in school, and I cut grass.
Well, cutting grass is better than smoking grass. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, it's good to have you, Josh and Peyton. All right. Now, how long have you guys been married?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. All right. They have no hope of winning the game, but you never know. All right. We're going to go over here to our middle couple, and wow, you got the shag carpet and the paper wedding bells. I mean, you guys got it going on. How'd you get the special seat?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, and since you got the microphone, Amber and Robbie, Amber, why don't you tell us what you do?
I'm a nurse.
A nurse, okay. Well, hopefully we won't need your services tonight. All right, you like my jokes? Yeah, that's where you hit my thank you very much. All right, and Robbie, what is it you do other than grow a nice Fu Manchu?
I'm in sales.
You're in sales. You don't sell children, do you?
No children.
That would be illegal. Good job. All right, Robbie and Amber, good luck on your show tonight. All right, we come over. By the way, how long have you been married?
Almost 11 years. This
11
Friday.
11 years. 3
Saturday.
weeks, 11 years. When?
This Saturday.
Saturday. All right, big man. Yeah, anniversary time. Going out for some chicken nuggets or something? All right. You won't make it to 12 years if you do that. Okay. And over here we have John and Carolyn Mize. All right. And John, what do you do for a living?
I loaf. I am retired.
So you're a game show host. All right.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
You're retired? Okay. What did you used to do before you retired?
Land surveying.
Land surveying. You
and
probably
central vacuum systems, too.
Central Vacs, really?
We can put one in your house. It doesn't cost that much.
Go ahead. And who you working for? Get a free advertisement.
In vac, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Very nice. So when you were surveying the land, did you come across a pretty lady a few years ago? And huh?
Yeah, I had the eye on her.
Yeah, very nice. All right, your lovely bride. What is it you do for a living now?
I'm not sure what I do right now for a living, but I used to be a nurse.
A nurse,
I'm
okay.
a retired nurse.
2 nurses, and I happen to know
nurse.
what kind of nursing you did, and we'll just stop right there and end the conversation with that. Yeah, it could be an unpleasant view and conversation right there. All right, so how long have you been married?
48 years.
48
Whew. Years, yeah.
3 weeks, 48 years. That's why we call it the Not So Newlywed Game.
That's right.
All right, 48 years, 11 years and 3 weeks. Are you ready to play the Not So Newlywed Game? All right, we're going to ask our ladies if you will exit the stage, and we're going to have our guys stay right here. And that's a perfect time for me to remind you that this show is brought to you by Rouse Lawn Care. That's right. If you have any needs, you can look up Rouse Lawn Care. They're going to take care of your lawn, do an absolutely wonderful job for you. They're going to do landscaping if you need it. Whatever you need, they will take care of it. He's a fair guy with a fair price, but he does more than a fair job on your yard. All right, so I've got the questions here for the gentlemen. All right, and we're going to start right here. Let's start right down here with Mr. Mize. John.
Okay.
Question I've got for you is, what's one dish you hope your wife never cooks again? One dish you hope your wife never cooks again.
One dish. Seems like I remember a fish in a tomato sauce.
Fish and a tomato sauce.
Yes.
What would you call that other than nasty?
It was yuck. Yeah. It was, but I smiled when I ate it.
Did you finish it?
Almost.
Okay, we're going to call that fish swimming in tomato sauce soup. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Robbie, same question for you. What's one dish you hope your wife never cooks again?
It was a casserole, but I can't tell you what was in it.
Fish and tomato soup, maybe?
It could have been in there. Could have been a lot of other things, too.
But it just wasn't good.
Just wasn't going to hit it.
How long ago did she cook that?
It's been a while.
Been a while.
It's been several years.
Okay, did you tell her then?
I think she got the gist. I ate everything, so she got the gist.
Oh, all right. Josh, only 3 weeks in, but what's one dish you hope your wife never cooks again?
I'm going to go with turkey burgers.
Turkey burgers.
Yep. She attempted to cook the burger and left the plastic on. So it would probably be best if she steered clear of those.
Well, she could have been to the Christy Stafford School of Cooking. Word is she put a pizza in the box in the oven and about caught it on fire, so left the plastic on the burger.
We did not eat that meal.
Okay, all right. Josh, we're going to stay right here with you. I'm going to move down to your side of the stage here. Another question for you. Oh, you need to fill out your answer there, don't you? Let me jump to Robbie in the middle. My apologies, my apologies. Last week, think back to last week. Who was more wrong last week, you or your wife?
Oh, me.
You said that just so
Absolutely.
sure.
Yes.
Always you?
Yes.
Okay.
I wake up and apologize every morning.
Just in preparation for what you're going
to
to
prep
do wrong.
myself, yes.
Okay, all right. So you put that down, you last week. Josh, same question to you. So this would have only been 2 weeks into marriage. Who was more wrong last week, you or your wife? Be honest.
I'm going to go with me as well. Yeah.
Anything in particular?
Directions. We'll go with just directions right
Directions.
now. Yeah.
Real quick question. Were you actually wrong or you just...
I was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a brave man. John, 48 years, and in 3 weeks he's already learned he's wrong. So here's the question for you, though. Last week, who was more wrong at your house? Was it you or your lovely bride?
Oh, me. Let me count the ways. Let's say it was me, although I remember back in 55 when I made that last mistake.
Okay, all right. 55, last mistake. All right, what happened in 55?
I just thought I was wrong. You know,
Okay.
I wasn't really.
I was just making sure that wasn't the day you got married, because that could have created a lot of problems.
Not quite. Yeah.
All right, we want to make it to 49. All right, Josh, I'm going to start with you this time. And gentlemen, there will be a bonus question here that'll be worth an extra 25 points. And for everybody watching at home, this first round, each question is worth 10 points. This bonus question will be worth 25 points. I said 10, excuse me. 5 points in the first round. The bonus question's worth 25. My apologies. Next round's worth 10 points. All right? So here's the question, Josh. When and where was your first kiss?
The steps going into Peyton's house.
All right. Steps going into Peyton's house.
When? 4-ish months after dating.
4-ish months. All right. Here's your bonus question. Who's the better kisser?
At the time or now? We'll go with at the time. And it was most certainly her.
What about right now?
Probably still her, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know
all
why
right.
I said.
All right. Robbie? When and where was your first kiss? And who's the better kisser?
It was at my old house, and we just graduated ETSU 2004.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I was absolutely the better kisser.
You're so positive about that. More practice? Don't answer that question. All right, what about now, Robbie? Who's the better kisser now?
She is.
Oh, she is?
She's had plenty of practice.
Oh, you've taught her?
Yes.
Okay, with a
Yes.
face like that, how could she not be kissing it?
Really, with this?
I mean, I'm telling you, yeah.
Seriously.
I'm telling you, ladies love a man with a beard. Just don't let it grow too long. Ask my wife. All right, John, I'm going to come down here to you. Same question. When and where was your first kiss? And the bonus question, who's the better kisser?
Okay, first kiss was in March 1969.
You got the day? I mean, the month?
You want the time?
Give it to me.
Okay, the time was 7:52.
7:52 in March of
69. Yes, is on her front steps. It's during spring break. I was home from school.
All right.
Yeah.
Boy, remember that, all right? Who was the better kisser then and who's the better kisser now?
She was definitely the better kisser then because, slipped me a little tongue. That boy said, I'll tell you. Okay. And now, I think it's a draw right now.
She did that on the first kiss, huh?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of a wild woman?
Blew me away.
Whew, I'd say so.
Man.
Okay, now it's a draw now?
Yeah, it's pretty much a draw.
48
right
years
now.
you've learned the tricks of the
Yeah,
trade?
we've learned.
All right, all right. In just a moment, we're going to bring our ladies back into our auditorium here, but I want to remind you one more time that our show has been brought to you by, that's right, Rouse Lawn Care. They're going to take care of all of your lawn care needs. It's going to be not just a fair job, it's going to be a great job, but he's a fair guy with a fair price, and he can do your landscaping as well. All right, in just a moment, we're back with you. We're going to have our ladies back in the room and see how well our gentlemen, and they did. All right. All right, we've got our ladies back up to the stage and we're ready to go. All right, now ladies, just as a reminder, this first round, each question is worth 5 points. But there's a bonus question at the end that's worth 25 whole points. And don't forget, the winner today will receive a wonderful prize that you will love to have in your home. All right, we're going to just start right down here with the newliest of the newlyweds. Peyton, the question I asked your husband was this: what's one dish you hope your wife never cooks again? What'd he say?
Turkey burgers?
Josh, what was your answer? Turkey burgers is exactly right. So have you learned to take the wrapper off of the burger before you cook it?
It was an honest mistake.
It may have been an honest mistake, but it could have been a toxic, deadly mistake as well. All right, so no more turkey burgers. Would you eat a turkey burger if it wasn't covered in plastic? Yes. Okay, good, good. All right, Amber,
Yes.
same question to you. I asked your husband, what's one dish you hope your wife never cooks again?
Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. Why ramen noodles?
I like them. He hates them.
And Robbie, what was your answer? It was some mysterious casserole some years ago that he doesn't know what was in it, still doesn't understand what was in it. Do you remember that casserole night? Okay, all right. We're going to move down here to John and Carolyn. John had a great answer here for this question, so I want to ask you, what's one dish you hope your wife never cooks again? That's what I asked him. What's your answer?
Many years ago, I found a recipe on the Campbell soup can for some kind of fish with tomato soup sauce. He didn't like that.
John, what was your answer? Fish and tomato sauce. Look at that. Amazing job. We're going to stay down here with you guys. You did such a good job. Yeah, years ago she knew it. All right.
It up all the time.
Oh, he reminds you on a regular basis. Something tells me turkey burgers is going to come up a lot in the Rouse home. All right. Last week, in your home, who was more wrong last week, you or your husband?
Well, him.
John, what was your answer? She was quick to answer. And he said he was. All right, that's 5 more points for the Mises. All right, off to a strong start. Okay, Amber, last week in your home, who was more wrong, you or Robbie?
Him.
And the answer he gave was him. That's exactly right. Back on the board you are. All right, down here to the Rouses. Last week in your home, new marriage. Who was more wrong last week, Peyton? You or Josh?
Him.
Him? He got it right too. Very good, very good. All right, this question's a little bit more risque, but I think we can handle it. I've started there, I've started here. I'm going to go right here with you guys, the Wagners. Okay, Amber, when and where was your first kiss? Worth 5 points.
The parking lot of the Wellness Center. Robbie.
Robbie, when and where was your first kiss? He says his old house after graduation.
I don't think so.
Well, let's see for this. For 25 extra points, who's the better kisser, then and now?
Then and
Yeah.
now?
Who's the better kisser then?
Me.
You, then. All right, what about now?
Me.
Yeah. Robbie said absolutely with no question him on the first kiss, but he's helped give you a lot of practice with that Fu Manchu. He gets lots of kisses, so I'm going to have to say, sorry, Wagner's, no points there. All right. John and Carolyn, we're going to jump right here to you, and I'm going to ask both questions together.
Okay.
When and where was your first kiss? Let's let you answer that.
At my parents' front door,
Okay, when was that?
1969.
And who was the better kisser then and now?
I'd say him.
Both times? Well, I will tell you this. You got the first part of that question exactly right. He said 1969, March of 1969, home from spring break, and the kiss is where it happened. He said, though, you gave him a little bit of tongue, and you were the better kisser. You were the better kisser on the first time, but now it's a draw. So I'm going to let my judges up there in the judges' room decide. Definitely got the 5-point question right. We'll let you decide on the 25-point bonus question, okay? We're going to go down here to the Rouses. You know the question. When and where, Peyton, was your first kiss?
The entryway to my parents' house.
Entryway to your parents' house, and who was the better kisser then, and who's the better kisser now?
I was definitely the better kisser then, and he's better kisser now.
What did you put?
Bottom of the steps, and I put her for both.
Oh.
Yeah, bottom of the steps, so you got the 5 points for sure. Yeah, but he says you were better then, and you're better now.
He was really bad at the beginning.
really bad.
He went for it. Let's just say that.
He went for it. Did he pull a Carolyn Myers? Okay.
I was like, this is only first kiss. Chill.
He knew it was love. He knew it was marriage. It was all right. Okay. So let's look at our scoreboard where we stand right now before we ask our gentlemen to leave. If we could bring up our scoreboard for us there. We have couple number 1. That would be the Rouses with 15 points. The Wagners with 5. And with 40 points, getting that bonus question of 25 would be the Mises. Very good. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to step off of the stage, and we're going to stay here with the ladies. And one more time, ladies and gentlemen, watching at home, we want to remind you that if you have any lawn care needs, you can get right there with Rouse Lawn Care. I believe the number is right there on the screen for you. They're going to do an absolutely wonderful job, not just with mowing the yard. They're going to do a great job with your landscaping as well. He looks for perfection in every job. He's a fine guy. He'll give you a fine price, but he'll do more than a fine job for you. All right, thank you very much, Rouse Lawn Care. Now we're going to jump right in here with our ladies. And ladies, I've got 3 questions for each of you. And in this round, the questions are worth 10 points each, all right? Carolyn, since I'm down here with you, I'm going to start with you. Actually, no, let me jump to Amber. This is a good question for the middle right there. All right, Amber, here's the question I got for you. What's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, but he's really not? What's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, but he's really not? What's your answer there, Amber?
Fixing things.
Fixing things. Fixing things. All right, you did well with that question, huh? It's good. You didn't mess that up. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, you could use the microphone there. Sorry.
Sorry, fixing things.
Fixing things. All right. All right. Miss Mines, what's...
Ask Peyton while I think.
I'm sorry. I've come to you first. That's not how the game works. You'll grab your microphone there. I'll read the question one more time for you. What's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, but he's really not?
Driving.
Driving. What about when he's pulling the camper? Is that pretty bad?
Yeah, that's
when it's really
That's
bad.
when it gets stressful.
Okay,
Yes.
driving. All right, pretty safe, good answers. All right, Miss Rouse, let me walk down there to you. What's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, but he's really not?
I say driving too.
Driving? Well, since he ran your car into the curb last night, that's probably a really
It's
good
probably
answer.
valid.
All right. She's like, I've only been married 3 weeks. He's the best at everything. All right. Peyton, I'm down here with you, so I'm going to ask you this first question, or this next question. Where did you go on your first date? It was only like 4 weeks ago, so.
No.
Where did you go on your first date?
Barbaritos.
Barbarito. So just
In
Barbarito?
the Kingsport parking lot, and we were eating in the car. He just got stung by a bee, and his hand was huge. And there was a 1980s band playing tribute band terribly in the Kingsport Pavilion that we watched.
All right, Barbaritos with a beef.
But Barbaritos.
All right, was that also on the first kiss night?
No.
Okay, good.
I don't think so, if
'Cause
that's
of
a question.
Bee sting and Barbaritos' breath, it could have
Yeah,
been really
yeah.
tragic.
But Barbaritos.
All right, Amber, you didn't get the kiss right, or he didn't get the kiss right. I guess you could figure that out later.
I got it right.
Okay. Where did you go on your first date? That was more than 4 weeks ago. It's
It was.
at least 11 years ago. First date.
I honestly have no idea. It was a gradual transition. I don't know. I don't know
She's
when.
going
it
to
was
go with
considered our
has
first
no
date.
idea. Boy, he wooed her, didn't he, folks? I guess it worked. No
That's my final
idea.
answer.
All right. Where did you go on your first date?
To a Four Seasons concert.
A Four Seasons
The
concert?
group, Four Seasons. And so on our 21st anniversary, it was the year after they opened Jersey Boys on Broadway. No, that was our 35th anniversary. So we went to Broadway and saw Jersey Boys for the 35th. He better remember this.
Well, folks, 48 years of marriage, and their memory's pretty strong. They are nailing all these first-time questions. We'll see how John does in just a
He'll
moment.
get it.
All right. While you're writing down your answer there, I'm going to go here to the middle to Amber with question number 3. What is the most irritating thing about your husband? Folks, if we can just really look at that face that she gave us, whatever it is, it brings much distress to her face. What's the most irritating thing about your husband?
He leaves his clothes on the bathroom floor after he takes a shower.
Do they just pile up day after day?
No, because I clean them up.
Okay. Do they stink?
Sometimes.
Okay. All right. Stinky, dirty clothes on the bathroom floor. Miss Mons, what's the most irritating thing about your husband?
Currently, it's because he won't wear his hearing aids.
Oh. Well, won't wear his hearing aids, and then he can't hear you complaining about his driving.
Because he was always going, huh?
Huh? All right. I'm willing to bet, Peyton, that your question or your answer to this question will not be the same as hers. What is the most irritating thing about your husband?
I'm going to have to go kind of with what Amber said. Messy.
Messy.
Like, leaves cereal boxes beside the tub and a jug of Sunny D because he likes to eat while he bathes, kind of thing.
Okay.
Love you, Josh.
So he eats bowls of cereal in the
Oh,
tub?
no, not bowls, boxes, like just hand, fist, Sunny D jug,
So he just drinks out of the jug.
watching Netflix tub. With clothes everywhere. That is a perfect night for Josh Rouse.
And let me also add this. I mean, they're remodeling their house.
Oh, yeah.
But true or not true, your bedroom has an air compressor in it.
Very true.
Very true. All right. But we're hoping
But
after the
keyword
remodel.
is messy.
Yeah. After the remodel, that'll be taken care of. But I don't know after the remodel. You have to remodel him to get him to quit eating his cereal in the bathtub, watching Netflix, drinking out of the Sunny D bottle. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring the guys back in, just want to remind you that if you ever go over to the Rouse's house, don't drink the Sunny D. But speaking of the Rouse's, that's a great time for me to remind you that this show tonight has been brought to you by, yep, that's right, you guessed it, Rouse Lawn Care. He's a fine guy with fine prices, but he'll do more than a fine job for you if you'll just give him a call. The number's on your screen. Rouse Lawn Care and Landscaping. All right, we'll be right back with you in just a moment, and we're going to have all of our guys back here to see how many questions they got right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're so glad that you're back with us. I hope during the break you gave Rouse Lawn Care a call and got your lawn care needs taken care of. All right, Mr. Mize, we're going to start down here with you.
All right.
Gentlemen, the question I asked your wives was this. What's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, the absolute best at, but he's really just not? What's one thing you think you're a superstar at, but you're really not?
Oh, that's hard to say since I'm perfect.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Chip Chipperson, no mistakes
Yeah.
here.
Oh, mercy. And she said not to embarrass her, so
That's okay. Go ahead. Maybe.
maybe.
No, don't give him any lessons.
Well, I think I'm a superstar lover. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, after that first kiss, how could I not be?
All right, a superstar lover. Whew, okay, superstar lover.
Yeah.
She said that you think you're the best.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
oh, that's-
You
that-
said. Hold on. I got to gather myself. Chip Chipperson is a little chippy right now. All right. What's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, but he's really not? She said, driving.
How many wrecks have I had?
Not many.
Not many, but hey, at least she thinks you're a good kisser now. So hey,
Oh,
at
okay.
least you don't think she's
That
bad
makes-
at that. She
makes it-
agrees with that.
Okay.
All right, Wagner's. What's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, but he's really not? What'd your wife say there, Robbie?
I would have to say that it's probably cleaning the house.
Cleaning the house. I would say after this game show, she's probably going to say answering questions because she said fixing things. Not much of a fixer. Kind of a shot at your manhood, isn't it? It's kind of a one punch because you're wrong and another punch because she doesn't think you can fix anything. You know what I'd do if I was you? I'd go home and take the car apart tonight and put it back together just to prove her wrong. All right, Mr. Rouse, only 3 weeks into this, but you guys seem to know each other pretty good. When I asked your wife, what's one thing your husband thinks he's a superstar at, but he's really not? What did she say?
I would say basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball. All
Yeah.
right.
I think I'm a lot better than I actually am.
Okay. All right. She must think you're a superstar basketball player because she thinks you're not very good at driving. And then she referenced that last night you ran her car into the curb and blew the tire out. So driving.
No comment.
No comment. All right. Question number 2. And again, I want to remind you, these questions are worth 10 points each. Robbie,
Yes, sir.
there was a discrepancy about your first kiss. But what about your first date? Where did you go on your first date?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Carrabba's.
Carrabba's. Okay. Carrabba's? Well, honestly, you probably did better than her because she said, I have no idea.
All right.
So-
We're good.
You might have been better off with, I don't know. All right?
No, you never said.
Yeah. Well, Carrabba's it is from now on, whenever you're asked that again. All right, I'm going to walk down here to the Rouses and ask you that same question. So where did you go on your first date?
We went to Barbaritos
Barbarito
in Kingsport.
in Kingsport. Can you elaborate on the rest of the date?
There was a crazy like music thing going on,
Uh-huh, yeah.
like a cover band from like the 80s or 70s.
Was there a bee sting involved?
Yeah, my hand was really swollen.
That's everything she said right there. Barbaritos, Kingsport Mall. Watch the terrible 80s band and love on your bee sting. I added the love part. I don't think
Well,
she
that
touched
wasn't
it,
but
all right?
4 weeks ago. I mean,
Your first date was 4 weeks ago. Why could you not remember? All right, John, let's see how well you do. I mean, you got the first kiss down to the year and the month and the event. It was pretty good. And the details that maybe we did or didn't want. All right. Where did you go on your first date?
well, I don't think it was our very first date. Well, our first time out wasn't really a date, so I'm not going to count that.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
But then I was in summer school and ETSU, and they had a concert over there.
Concert, okay.
Four Seasons concert.
Four Seasons.
Yes, I
band.
think that was their first official type date. I think. I
Carolyn,
hope.
what did you say
I
your
hope.
first date was?
A Jersey Boys concert.
Jersey
Four
Boys.
Seasons concert.
Well, just for the
Yeah,
record, she said Four Seasons. Jersey Boys was your 35th anniversary.
Yes.
So that's 10 more points for the Mises. Yes, Four Seasons. All right. Let's just go right here with the Rouses here. We'll give them this third question. What is the most irritating thing about your husband? That's what I asked. Peyton, what'd she say? What's the most irritating thing about your husband?
No.
She said, folks, for those who didn't hear, she said he doesn't know where to start. Well, they might make it to 4 weeks.
I'm gonna go with I'm messy. I'm pretty messy.
Messy.
Yeah, stuff everywhere, cars, rooms.
All right,
They're
Peyton,
all dirty.
What'd you say? Messy. And then she told us that you like to take a bath while eating cereal by the handfuls, out of the box, drinking Sunny D while watching Netflix. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, pretty accurate.
All right, don't worry though. Nobody will see this except for everybody that clicks on it on YouTube. So there you go. All right. He's happy. He's like, yeah, we got it right. You told everybody I take a bath eating cereal. I hate you. Okay. What is the most irritating thing about your husband? What did Amber say, Robbie?
She said that I am also messy and I leave clothes all over the floor.
Any one particular spot?
In the bathroom.
Amber, what'd you say? That's right. 10 points for the Wagners. Clothes on the bathroom floor, and sometimes they are stinky. All right. John, you've had a little time to think about it. She already thinks you're a bad driver, but what do you think she said when I said, what is the most irritating thing about your husband?
Did she put them in order from 10 down, or
No, sir. She just gave me the worst.
just one?
Just the worst,
number
yeah.
one. Well, golly, I'm pretty messy also, but then I'm not on time very much.
Yeah, those could be bad.
So what can? I'm gonna go with the messy.
Messy. Well, that's not what she said. As a matter of fact, you may not have heard what her complaint was because you don't put in your hearing aids. Or you won't wear your hearing aids. Huh? What? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a brief commercial break, and we're going to come right back with our wonderful theme music, and I'm going to let you know who the winner of this show is. And as you're going to that commercial break, I want to remind you that today's show has been brought to you by Rouse Lawn Care. That's right. They're going to provide all of your lawn care needs. He's a fair guy with fair prices, but he'll do more than a fair job on your yard. Thank you very much, Josh Rouse Lawn Care, for sponsoring the show tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from our commercial break, and we're here with our lovely not-so-newlywed and newlywed couples, and it's time to see who wins this wonderful Sultan chocolate fountain. And it may be from Sultan, but you're going to be the Sultan of chocolate in your neighborhood and at your next party with this wonderful chocolate fountain. That was donated to the church, probably used, and we used it as well, but you get to take it home and act like it's brand new. Ha ha! All right, I'm going to step over here, and we're going to bring up our scoreboard and see who gets this wonderful chocolate fountain. And we see here, couple number one, the Rouses with 35 points. Incomplete dead last, the Wagners with 15 points. He turns in shame, he shuns his wife. But the winners of the Not-So-Newlywed Game Show are the Mises with 50 points. Whoa, okay. Got a little, are you done down there? All your appendages and tongues where they're supposed to be. All right, here's your wonderful chocolate fountain. If you want to have us over sometime, you can take that right there and just enjoy that. And yeah, that'll be great right there in your kitchen. Just melt the chocolate, turn it on, and don't cry, it's okay. All right. Well, now you've got one. Congratulations. We may ask to borrow it at some point and bring it back to the church. Just kidding, we have another one, I think. All right, Wagners, do you have any closing comments? 11 years of marriage, but dead last in the game. Any remarks?
I'll be walking home.
You'll be walking home.
Unless you'll give me a ride.
Well, watch out, because Josh's driving may run you over, and John may hit you on the way out, too. All right, Rouses, do you have any closing comments down there? Any wise wisdom you want to give to anybody thinking about getting married since you've been married for 3 whole weeks?
Firstly, I couldn't be more pleased with how tonight went.
Oh, great.
I'm not walking home.
Yeah.
Or driving home, for that matter.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, because there's no tires on your vehicle, so that's why you're not driving home. So I guess Amber will give you a ride home, Rouses. All right. Enjoy your cereal. Real quick question, though. What's your favorite cereal to snack on? Oh, wait. Let's ask Peyton. You're still lost the game, but what's his favorite cereal to snack on?
Cookie Crisp or Cocoa Puffs?
Either one.
Either one will work, yeah.
Okay. Very nice. All right. And Mises, 48 years of marriage. Obviously, you know each other really well. You're going home with a lovely chocolate fountain. Remember where your love is. It's with her, not your fountain. But any closing words and wisdom for us tonight?
Well, she said something about my driving, but you notice who has never driven my new truck.
You didn't ask
No.
about my driving.
Well, let's just ask right now.
Yeah.
How's her driving?
But, you know, to sum it all up, I think she's been very blessed for 48 years.
Well, if you say so. All right. No, she shook her head yes, so we'll agree with that right there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much to all of our lovely couples for being here this evening, and we thank you, your wonderful, wonderful viewing audience. We thank you so much for being here. We hope you've enjoyed your meal that you've picked up or had delivered, and we hope you've had a wonderful banquet, and you've enjoyed the Not-So-Newlywed Game. And until next year, maybe, but hopefully not, I'm Chip Chipperson, and I will see you later.